Right. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Today is, uh, okay. So today is February 26th. We're actually supposed to start 9.1, but we're still on 8.3. So which means we probably need to skip some examples. So I make sure I cover uh, one example for each type. If there are some more exercise in the worksheets, I will let you to read at home. Is that okay? Mm-hmm. All right. So today you have homework 4 due, and also your quiz 2. So your quiz 2 will be about the homework 4 stuff. So section 8.1 and 8.2. Okay, let me give you back your exam. Okay, so Patrick, Gabby, Jane, here, Bethany, Paige, Samuel. Sorry. Nancy, William. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, so I just distributed the exam. Patrick, you're gonna sit here. Let's see. So on the website, when you scroll down, you see the practice exams and solution, and then you can see the exam scores. So this is the exam 1 scores. Let me make it bigger. Okay, so the highest is, let me see, the highest is 96. And we have 2 students get 96. And then the lowest is 23. The average is about 69.33. The distributions. So we have 2 students get A's, so both of them get 96 points. Good job. And we have 3 students get B. And then we have 4 students get F. So if you do well in this exam, congratulations. If you didn't do well in this exam, I hope this exam is like a wake-up call. Okay? Don't worry that you didn't do well on this exam because you can use the final exam score to replace the lowest chapter exam scores. So you are still able to get A. But I hope this is like a wake-up call. Something needs to change. Maybe you're gonna study harder. Maybe you need to see me more. So if your score is lower than 70, I hope to see you weekly. So that's why I give you the little paper about the weekly chat list. The weekly chat list is like a checklist for you, and I want to see you weekly. Okay, so have you take notes in class? If you miss a class, did you watch recording to fill in the notes? And did you review the notes after class, hide the solution, and redo the problems? Did you do the homework like on the session? Do you have any questions on the homework? And I do realize some students didn't get high scores on the homework. So the homework, I hope everybody can get perfect scores on your homework. That's why I give you the solution. But if you have questions, come to ask me. I have a lot of office hours. I have office hour after class from 11 to 1:50. And then I teach from 2 to 3:07, and then after that, I will be in my office until 5. And Tuesday, Thursday, I'm in my office from 10 to, again, 1:50. So I have plenty of office hours. So if you don't understand some of your homework questions, come to ask me. Don't wait. And then do you have a quiz on that week? And yes, write down the correction and then meet a tutor. So I don't know if they have like math tutor can tutor our course because our course is advanced math. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we cover topics like from Calc 2, Calc 3, linear algebra, differential equations. A lot. We cover a lot in this class. Mm-hmm. So I'm not sure the OSS have the tutor up to this level. Okay, so I would say the best resource is me. I have a lot of office hours. Come to see me. Mm-hmm. Yes. So and then this is put down your questions to ask me, like your homework. Okay, which problem you don't understand, or maybe after you see the solution you still don't understand. So come to ask me. Okay, and now let's compare the practice exam and the actual exam. So on the left is the practice exam. On the right is the actual exam. So the first problem. Hello. Okay, so we're talking about the exam. So I strongly work. So please see me like weekly, and then you can ask me your homework questions. So hi. So we're talking about the exam. So the exam one, our score. Where are we? Okay, so here, the exam score is right here. The high score is 96. We have 2 students get 96, and the average is 69.33. So we have 2A, 3B, and then 4F. If you didn't do well on this exam, don't worry. You can use the final exam to replace the lowest score. I hope this is your lowest scores. So you imagine this is a wake-up call. You're gonna study hard. You need to see me every week to like because I check your homework, I still see not everybody can get perfect scores on the homework. So come to see me. Make sure you understand every problem and get the perfect scores on the homework. And then you work on the practice exams. So let's compare the practice exam and your actual exam. So this is your practice exam. So what you do is you distribute, right? You distribute, then you simplify each term, and then you integrate. On your actual exam, I said split each term. By the way, what is term? Term separated by plus or minus. Okay? So 3x e to the 5x is one term. Okay? So you split this one over x. The second term, 2x to the 1/3 divided by x. The last term, 7 divided by x. We have 3 terms in the numerator. Okay? Look at this term, the first term. The 3x and the e to the 5x, they are factors of that term. Okay? So this is how we split them. And after you simplify, do you see how many integrals we learned so far? Exponential function, the power function, and 1 over x. So you see all of those 3 types here. Okay, everybody? But just these 3 types. Mm-hmm. And then the next problem is...
Are you releasing the notes on the test?
Oh, it's on the website.
Okay.
So,
I just wanted to make sure I can go through it.
Right. It's at the bottom of our website, the exam scores, the exam 1 solution.
Thank you.
Okay. So, yeah, right now, we just kind of briefly look at how do you use your practice exam to study for the exam, okay? And how similar they are. Like this problem, we use U substitution, and your U is the exponents, right? Here, also the U is the exponents, right? And then your du, everything else is like part of your du. So the 2x cubed plus 3 is also part of the du. So after you put it in, you get an integral of u. Don't have integral of u and x inside. So some of you, when you plug in, you still have the 2x cubed plus 3. No! The 2x cubed plus 3 and the dx together contribute to the 1/2 du. Okay? So after you plug in the u, you don't have that the x there anymore. Okay, and thank you. And then, yeah, the next problem, we let u be the 2x ln x plus 3, and then the du is 1 over x. I think that this problem is similar to this problem from your practice exam. Mm-hmm. And then this one, we let u be the inner function, the 3e to the 2x plus 1. Okay, and the next problem is solving to integrate the marginal cost to get the cost function, and we use u substitution. And you see here, that's your practice exam problem. You let u be the things inside the square root, and that is the actual exam problem.
So when you integrate after u and it's du, so e just goes away.
What? The integral and the du is just a notation.
No, I'm talking about when you do u substitution and then you go to du, e just goes away.
E is just a number.
Oh.
It has no x there.
Okay.
See, it's a number. It is e because it will make the c look nicer.
I don't think we ever had a problem like that.
Oh, but
even last semester, we never did anything with this singular e.
It's just a constant. It's a constant. It's like a number. It's like a pi or any number.
Okay.
It's like 5 or 1 or yeah. So we don't treat this as a new type of problem. It's just a number. It has no x there. It's no different from 1, 2, 3. It's e because when you plug in the c, you see ln e is 1.
Yeah.
It's just a number make the problem nicer number to work with. So after you plug in your c, you get your c is just 4. So that e, it will make the c look nicer. You don't get weird some ln of 5 or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, it just make the c constant better. Okay. So don't look at the e. It's not e to the x. The derivative of constant is 0. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. And then, part B, we plug in the 5 into the cost function. Okay. Yeah, actually the practice exam problem is harder because you need to set this equals to 40,000 and find the t. But here you plug in t is 5. Uh-huh. And then the next problem, find the area between them, right? This is This problem you need u substitution, but here you don't need u substitution. Just integrate term by term. And then the area, I only asked you one type of the area problem because I told you the actual exam has less problem than the practice exam. Okay, and then this one, this is our practice exam, like consumer surplus, producer surplus. You get a quadratic function, and this is your actual exam. Do you see you also get a quadratic function? And the number are actually nicer. You don't have this ugly decimal. Okay, so the number Q is 15 or negative 30, but we don't pick the negative number. That's why it's 15. So the price is 375. Consumer surplus is this area. So you use integral from 0 to 15, and then the upper function, which is the demand, minus the constant function, 375. Yes, everybody? And then you can integrate and get 4,500. Producer surplus is this area. So it's the upper function, the constant price, the equilibrium price, 375, minus the supply function, which is q squared plus 10q, right? And you integrate and then you plug in the bounds, you get 3,375. And then finally is the numerical integration, the trapezoid rule or the Simpson's rule. And trapezoid rule you see that the step size is 1, H is 1, and then the left hand point, right hand point, 1 copy, all the intermediate point, 2 copies. The Simpsons rule, the H is 1, but so it's H over 3, right? Everybody over 3, and left hand point, right hand point, 1 copy, all the intermediate point, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2. Okay, that pattern, not 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, it's 7, 4, 4, 2, 4, 2. And it has the same number. Yes, usually they're not the same, but this problem is so special. They're the same number. Okay, and yeah, I didn't ask you like this type of problem because I just picked one. Okay, so that is your actual exam. Do you feel the actual exam is still similar to the practice exam? Mm-hmm. So next time, study the practice exam multiple times. Okay, make sure you understand every problem from your homework. Do you feel like some of the problems is similar to your homework problems or in class notes? No. Oh, maybe the integral one are harder. Yeah, but the consumer surplus one, that one is similar, and maybe this one is also similar. Mm-hmm. Yes. So yeah, so study your homework and also the practice exams. Okay. Yeah. So I hope you do well in the next exams. By the way, it's about the time to submit your midterm grades. So the midterm grade, you can go to Canvas and see your grades. So right now, I hope if your homework score is not high enough, please do your homework. So to increase your overall grade. Even though midterm grade, it does not show on your transcript, it does not affect your total grade because your score will be replaced by your final exam if your final exam is higher than this. So you get a much better grade. But we still need to submit the midterm grade for the registrar to see. Mm-hmm. So if you want to see a higher midterm grade, please look at your Canvas and see what assignments you miss. So the exam solution is right here. So everybody make sure you do the exam correction and wrapper. So go to assignments. We have homework and quiz. Do we have a quiz today? Yeah, so quiz is about 8.1 and 8.2. Okay, so make sure you do the quiz by midnight or 2 a.m. for you. Right, okay. Have you finished the homework? Yes? No, not started yet. If you haven't started, I hope you at least watch the solution and see what type of problems are on the solution. Okay, then before you start the quiz. I want you to do well on the quiz. Okay, so yeah, practice exam, submit that. And exam correction and wrapper. Exam correction, I just show you the exam answer. You write the correction next to your mistakes. So exam wrapper is like a survey. It's about like how did you study and what mistake did you make and what will you do differently and how can I help you? So if your score is lower than 70, I need to meet you weekly. Okay, to make sure if you do the homework, you understand your notes, and how did you do your quiz. I want to make sure you study hard and understand every problem in class. And then if you get like higher than 70 in exam 2, then you don't need to see me. You're not required to see me. Okay, so I just want to help you until you get this going and you do well on the next exam. Okay. Any questions up to now? All good? Okay, so let me ask you. This is applied Cal 2. So for your major, do you have to get a C or D is fine for you?
D.
D is fine.
Yeah. If you're IME, it's D.
It's D.
So okay, less pressure,
It's
right?
our last math class.
Yeah, less math class. You don't. Or statistics. Did you take statistics?
Yeah, it's not required. Calc 1's required.
Oh yeah. Okay, the MA 2025, right?
Yeah, it's super easy. It's all on a computer program.
Okay, yeah, yes. Okay, so less pressure, but still try your best. Mm-hmm.
I mean, your GPA matters a little bit.
Okay, so let's continue on sessions 8.3. So by the way, if you miss some class, make sure you watch the recording and fill in the notes.
I did your note printout, so I could just read through it.
Oh, if you come here earlier, I help Will to bring out the notes. Okay. So, okay. What is the continuous income stream? Remember, if you have an income function f of t continuously per year, what you do is you bring it back to the present. You multiply by e to the negative rt, right? Bring it back to present, and then you accumulate. So integrate from 0 to t. Okay, that's the present value. And then to find the future value, you multiply the present value by e to the rt. So multiply by e to the rt is from present to future. And multiply by e to the negative rt, you bring it from the future back to the present. Is that okay, everybody? Because of inflation. Yeah, the $100 right now and the $100 after 10 years, of course, they're not the same. Okay, and last time we did number 1, right? And then my computer died. Oh, let me charge it. What happened? Okay. So yes, let me charge it before it dies. It just died so quickly. Yes. So okay. How about now? Is it charging? Yes. Oh, 24%. Okay. All right. So we did example 1. So today let's look at example 2. Okay, so a company is considering purchasing a new machine for its production floor. The machine costs $65,000. The company estimates the additional income from the machine will be a constant $7,000 for the first year. Then it will increase by $800 each year after that. Oh, see? Now our income function f of t is not a constant anymore. Is 700 at the beginning? Something wrong with my pen. Okay, so it's 700 at the beginning, and then increase by 800 each year after that. So therefore, here we have so 800 each year after that. You kind of plus 800 times t. Let's see. Oh, or maybe not that. Okay, so let's think about it. Let's do it slowly. Constant 700 for the first year. Oh, so 700 is for the first year. So f of 1 is 700. Sorry, 7,000. And then it increased 800 each year. Increase 800 each year, then you know it's gonna be like a linear function. Because every year you increase by 800. So your f of t is gonna be 800 times t. And plus c. We know this is a linear function. So we need to figure out what the c is. Is that okay, everybody? So to find the c, we plug in f of 1 is 7,000. So we plug it in. We get 7,000 is 800. See, t is 1. So t is 1 plus c. Is that okay, everybody? Then we find the c. Oh, so the c is actually 7,000 minus 800, which is, what is that? Yeah, 6,200. So f of t is actually 800t plus 6,200. So what I wrote was 7,000 plus 800t, and that's wrong because the 7,000 is not f of 0. It So it's starting with 1. Okay, so yes, so this is f of t. It's a linear function. It increased by 800 a fixed rate every year. Okay, so in order to buy the machine, the company needs to be convinced that will pay for itself by the end of 8 years. So we're looking at the period is 8 years. And the money can earn 1.7% per year. So that's the rate, annual interest rate. 1.7% is 0.017. Yes, everybody? So should the company buy the machine? So the machine costs 65,000. We want to see over an 8-year period, will the machine help us to earn more than that amount? Then we decide whether to buy it, right? You don't want to lose money, right? Okay, so the present value is integral from 0 to t. Our income stream. Bring it back to present, you multiply by e to the negative rt. And you accumulate it, you integrate it. Everybody okay with the setup? Yeah, we don't have formula sheet in the exam, but we try to understand it. What does that mean? That's the money you're gonna get every year, the FOT. But you bring it back to present, then you accumulate it. You see how much, what's the total money you can earn from this machine. So our t is 8. F of t is 800 e plus 62,000 times e to the rt. R is negative 0.017 t dt. Is everybody okay with that? By the way, the notes on the website, I did the notes for the first time. But right now I did the notes for the second time. Sometimes I find better way to solve it. Okay? Yes. Okay, so the better way to solve it is, remember, what are the type of integral we learned so far? 3 basic type was exactly the power function, or exactly the exponential function, or exactly 1 over x. Is this one of them? No, it's not exactly power function or exponential function. It's a product of power function and exponential function. Okay? So in this case, we learned integration by parts. So integration by parts is good for 2 types of integrals. The first type, do you still have this chapter 8? How's that math? Yes. So keep that in mind. So the 2 types are, first one is the power function times exponential function. Is this a power function times exponential function? Yeah. So this is a good, yes, it's going to use integration by parts. And the second type is a power function times natural log. Okay? So integration by parts only do 2 types of integrals. And then the rest, you probably use substitution if you see composite function. Okay? So here we use integration by parts. And we always let u be the power function, and the remaining is dv. Okay, everybody? So because you let u be the power function, when you differentiate, your power dropped down by 1. So you're making the problem easier. So dv is the exponential function. Hey, what is du? So remember, you need to put u and dv, and then what's du? Yeah, 800 dt. Yes. everybody? How about you v? What's the integral of that? E to the negative 0.017 divided by negative 0.017. Oh, that is x. So add 1 is the power function.
Okay.
The exponential function, you mean the father looks like the son, so the exponents remain the same.
Okay.
We divided by the coefficient. Yes. Okay, so now we have integral u dv is what? What's the integration by parts formula? uv minus integral v du. So uv 800t plus 6200 v e to the negative 0.017t over negative 0.017 minus integral v e to the negative 0.017t over negative 0.017. That's v. And then what? du. What is du? A 100 dt. Are you okay with the integration by parts formula? Do you still remember? All right. Now that equals, okay, so 800, we need to copy this. And e to the negative 0.017t over negative 0.017. Do you see here we can move this in front? And minus become plus. So plus 0.017, right? And can we also put the 800 in front? So put this in front, because they are just constants. And then you get integral of e to the negative 0.1017t dt. Everybody? Yes? All right. What's integral? What's integral of this function? It's exactly exponential function, right? So it's gonna be, this part is gonna be this exponential function divided by, yeah, exactly. Right? Everybody?
We bring it in front and then we do it again.
Yes. Because you don't need to bring it in front. You can just copy down there and then you integrate it. Yes, because it's still inside the integral. So we still need to integrate. After we integrate, then...
So basically 2 integrations because...
Yeah, because the integration by parts,
Mhm.
use the formula, but you still have 1 integral here. Yes. But it's something, because you reduce the power of u, now you get a constant multiplied by exponential function.
Yeah, and then you can bring the constant forward.
Constant can put in front, then you can integrate.
And then the division, so the bottom half of that is will also be a constant. You can bring that forward.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you just have to integrate
the exponential function. Yeah. Yes, right. Good. So, okay, now we plug in from 0 to 8. All right. So we plug in so everything now is from 0 to 8. Okay, so we can do from 0 to 8. Let's plug in the 0. Okay, sorry. We plug in the 8 first. So 800 times 8 plus 6200 e to the negative 0.017 times 8 divided by negative 0.017. Is that okay, everybody? And plus the 800 over 0.017. And because you have this guy, and I put negative 0.017 square, and I multiply them together and get square, but we have a minus sign, and I put it here. So it's minus 0.017 square, and e to the negative 0.017. T is 8. Yes. So we plug in t is 8. The minus, we plug in t is 0. T is 0. What happened? This is 0. So we got 6,200 times, what's e to the 0? 1. Oh, so it's 6,200 over negative 0.017 and plus the 800 over negative 0.017 square. And e to the 0 is also 1. Yes, everybody? Okay, yes. So we get this drawing thing, and I plug in my calculator. If I do my math correctly, I got 70165.92. Okay, so you can put this in your calculator and check if you have the same answer. And at the end, we compare with what number? Yeah, see, it's bigger than 65,000. So, shall we buy it? Yes, buy it. Okay, let's finish the problem. So, this investment is good. All right, so safe. Any questions about this problem? All good? Okay. And then example 3. Last time I asked you to do example 3, right? Try these problems. And example 3, you see here the income stream is constant. So 8,500. Okay. And 15 years. Annual interest rate is 6%, 0.06. Okay, so last time I asked you to do this problem, but right now it asks you to find the future value. So you find the present value first. So present value, remember 0 to t, f of t, e to the negative rt dt. Yes, so keep this formula in mind. Income stream, bring it back to present, accumulate it. Yeah. Now t is 15. Our income stream is constant, 8,500. E to the negative r, 0.06 dt. And now we integrate it. You see constant multiple just stays there. What's the integral of e to the negative 0.06 t? E to the yes. And we evaluate from 0 to 15. Yes, everybody? So we got 8,500 over 0.06. That's the coefficient. And e to the negative 0.06. What? We plug in t is 15. Minus, we plug in t is 0. What happened when you plug in t is 0? E to the 0 is 1. Yes. Do you remember this problem from last time? Yes. And last time, I don't remember if you calculate this, but if you put this in your calculator, you get 84,069 and how many cents? Okay, 2982. Okay, let's keep more decimal places. That's the present value. What's future value? It's the present value, and you bring it to future. You multiply by e to the RT. Does that make sense, everybody? Bring it to future, multiply by e to the RT. Bring it back to present, multiply by e to the negative RT. Okay. So we have this number, 84069.2982. Multiply by e to the RT. R is 0.06. What's t? How many years? 15. Yes. So we multiply by that. I got 206. 777.11. So this is what I get. Okay. So yeah, because we are behind schedule for 2 class. Please do the calculation. Put the number in your calculator at home. If you get a different answer, let me know. I can fix my notes. Thank you. Okay, any questions about example 3? Okay, so example 4, I think it's the last session of this session. Last problem of this session. Okay, so let's see. A continuous money flow starts at a rate of 1,000 per year and increases exponentially at 2% per year. Find the future values of 5 years. You don't have that?
I do.
You got, let me see. You got 4 and, okay. Yes, so you can call it. You have 5. Okay, so fix that. Maybe you print it out before I fix my notes.
Yeah,
When
I'll
did you
put it
print it
on
out?
today,
Okay, so yes. I mean, yeah. Yes, because this is my first time teaching this course. I taught like separate course before, but this course is like take some topics from different math courses. So this is the first time I teach this course. So I'm improving. I changed my notes. Yes, and I listen to students' comments. Some of them say make the practice exam harder than the actual exam, and I try to do that. Yes. Okay. So let's see. Okay. So here, a star f of t. A star with $1,000. It increased exponentially at 2% per year. Increase exponentially, it means we multiply by e to the RT. So e to the 0.02t. So everybody okay with that? The incoming stream increase exponentially at 2% per year. This is what it means. You multiply by e to the RT. Okay, everybody? So that is our income stream. Part A, find the future value at the end of 5 years. So T is 5 years at the 10% interest rate. So R is 10% is 0.1. Yes, everybody? So this R and that R are different. Okay, so the 2% is your income stream increase exponentially 2% per year, right, everybody? But then these 10% is how those money, the income stream increases. I mean, not the value of your income stream increases, is the money how to increase over the years. Okay, so those two have different meanings. Okay, so let's plug in. So we want to find the future value. You find the present value first. So 0 to 5 and f of t times e to the minus r dt. Okay, so 0 to 5 f of t, see, is an exponential function, e to the 0.02t times e to the negative rt, so e to the negative 1t dt. So our previous problems, our income stream function is either constant or linear function. So if they're power function, we use integration by parts. Okay? If it's constant function, then we just integrate and get a single integral. But if it's exponential function, you need to combine them first, right? Because it's the same base, we can combine them. So, by the way, can we pull out the $1,000? Yeah. And 0 to 5. When we combine, what do you get? So x to the a times x to the b is x to the a plus b. Look at your exponents. What do you get? Yeah, negative 0.08 t dt. Is that okay, everybody? Yeah, we make sure we combine them. Okay, then we can integrate. So $1,000 stays here. E to the negative 0.08t, integrate. We divide it by, negative 0.08. Now evaluate from 0 to 5. So we have 1,000 over negative 0.08. Now we plug in negative 0.08 times 5, right? We plug in t is 5, minus we plug in t is 0. Is that okay, everybody? And this is e to the 0 is 1. So if you plug this in your calculator, you get 4120.999. Okay, so this is what I got. Is that okay, everybody? This is the present value, but the problem asks you to find the future value. Okay, so what is future value? E to the, so it's the 4120.999, and we multiply by what? E to the r. What's your r? Is it 0.2 or the 0.02 or the 0.1? Which one?
2%.
The 2%?
Decreases exponentially.
Yeah, the 2% is only about the income streams. But when you're talking about like how this amount value change over the time, we look at the 10%. So the 2%, after you figure out the f, that's it. Don't use it anymore. Okay? how the money changes, how the income stream changes over time. This is the 10%. Mm-hmm.
Professor,
Yes.
so in order for us to find future value, we have to find present value first.
Yes.
Is that how it is?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Right. So that's the formula here. You find the present value, and after that, how do you find the future value? You multiply by e5.
Right.
Yes. That's very good question. So that's why, yeah, we multiply by e to the r is 0.1 t. T is how many years? 5, yes. So then we get, let me see. I get 6794.38. That is the future value. Kind of makes sense because every year you get like more than 1,000, and then after 5 years you get more than 5,000. Kind of makes sense, right? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, next class. Let me see. We might not do part B. So you do the part B at home, okay? So 5% is the present value at 5%. You just change the 0.1 to 0.05. Yeah, then you can find the present values. Okay. Yes. Okay. And maybe part C we can look at this together. All right. Have a nice day. Don't forget to do the quiz. Thank you. Have you working on the homework?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, question for me. We're going to ask you.
Okay.
Some problems.
So is the quiz,
Yes.
homework, and the
Particip-
reevaluation?
The exam correction and exam wrapper is due after 1 week.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So tonight is just the homework and the quiz.
Okay.